Hi, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. I want to talk a bit about weight, and you're on a diet and you're not reducing any weight, and you might just wonder like what is going on? I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing, and why is it not happening? Okay, I'm going to discuss a couple of points. There are many more, but for today just a couple of them. First of all, realize that even if you think you're doing everything right, your weight fluctuates on a daily basis. And that can be 5 pounds difference. And you know what? I have noticed that myself also. And I go like, what? And then it just goes smoothly. So there is a 5 pound up and down. Very frustrating from time to time. You go like, I'm doing everything right, and why is the scale showing me something that I don't really want to see? So keep going. Just don't let that sort of small setback just knock you out of the park. Don't do that. Even those people who are at their perfect weight, they have that fluctuating. I have a couple of friends and they are on the same perfect weight all the time. And I've asked them, they say like, yeah, of course, goes up a couple of pounds and just go down a couple of pounds. But on the average, I am at my perfect weight. So just continue on. Now, question before I go on. Did you set an unrealistic goal? I mean, this is a very important thing, actually. If you are like 40 pounds overweight, do you intend to drop those 40 pounds in 1 month or maybe 2 months? That's highly, highly wrong, because that's not realistic. How long did it take you to pack those pounds on? It's unrealistic to say like, okay, I want to drop 40 pounds and I'm going to do it in a month, so I'm just going to starve myself. Nah, 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 nah. The body doesn't do that. No. So you have to give yourself some time. You got to adjust. The body has got to adjust. And the biggest part that has to adjust is your mindset. And I've discussed it before and I will keep coming back to it. The weight is simply a band-aid, is simply a symptom of some unresolved trauma in your childhood. You may not want to hear this. I can't help that. I'm so sorry about that. You may not be aware at all of any kind of trauma that took place. You may have been too small and you did not realize what was going on. And even looking back, you have banned it, you have hidden it. But there was trauma, and that's the reason why you are still overeating and why you are still overweight, because the drama is still here in the background. The trauma that is not addressed at the moment that it occurs, it just keeps running its own life. It's very simple. And even though it took place when you were like under 10, maybe under 5 years old, and you are now 50, it's still running. It's still running because you never interrupted it. You never went back to it and dealt with it, addressed it. That's where I come in. So unrealistic goals is one of the things that get you very disappointed, makes you ornery, makes you angry, makes you frustrated. Don't do that. Just set yourself realistic goals, and just go from there. Just stick to the good food, the healthy food. Next point, healthy food. So you're not dropping the pounds. You're eating only healthy food. The pop drinks are out of the house. The Twinkies, the cookies, the chocolate, the whatever, ice cream, pizza, it's all gone. You just eat lean chicken breasts and you eat salad or whatever kind of other green veggie, and you're feeling great with that, but you're not really dropping the pounds. Did you reduce the size of your intake, or are you still heaping up your plate with masses of food, because even though the food is healthy, it still has calories. And so you may want to keep charts of how many calories you take in on a daily basis. Very simple. You go online and there is ample product or ample apps, ample programs that you can join for free and just create your own profile and your own recipes, whatever you like to eat. You know, my salad consists of and that's so many calories, so you don't have to retype that every day. Because healthy food has calories in it. Trust me. So you got to be aware of that, and you've got to reduce the intake. I have heard it say, and I've been told, that your meal should not be bigger than your fist. I go like, okay, that's a little bit little for me. I eat a little bit more, but you know, I stick to my 5 ounces of protein, whether it's a chicken breast or it's turkey or whether it's fish. I stick to that. I weigh that out. That's easier. I have it pre-weighed. And when I do chicken breasts, I make it easier myself. The raw chicken breast, I slice like half an inch or maybe a third of an inch thick, and I freeze it like that, and it's in a bag. So first of all, it defrosts very, very fast. And secondly, I can just flip it on the scale and I'm just normally done like that, you know, grab a couple of pieces and I know exactly that's 5 ounces. Works like a gem. Just another free tip for you. The same with ground beef or ground turkey, ground chicken. Portion it out, flatten it out. The flatter, the easier it defrosts, and you know exactly how much you have, and it's just very easy. I like easy. It takes me half an hour to portion it out and then freeze it. Done. Easy, easy, easy. Another thing that I would like to talk, and that's actually the last thing for today because we tend to forget that so often. Are you drinking enough water? Yeah, you're sure. You're drinking this and that and tea and whatever. No. Just plain water, preferably just out of the faucet. And if you have a filtering system, yay, even better. I only work with filtering systems. But what I mean to say is no ice cubes. Make it easy for the body to use that water straight away. Don't burden the body having it warm up, because if we were supposed to be living on ice cold stuff, God would have hung it in the tree, right? So ambient temperature is the best for water. But how much? Well, about 3 quarts a day, 2.5 to 3 quarts a day. 9 cups of straight water. That's what you need to take to stay hydrated. Because sometimes you feel that you're hungry, but you're not. You're just hydrated. And the mind has a very hard time distinguishing between the two. So when you feel you're hungry, just have at least 8 ounces of water. Just gobble it down. Maybe 16 ounces of the water, gobble it down, and wait 20 minutes. Yeah, the brain is a bit slow from time to time. Give it 20 minutes and then it registers if you are still hungry or not. Being hungry actually has nothing to do with the time on the clock. It's not like, it's 12 o'clock and I need to have lunch because everybody's having lunch. No. Are you hungry? It's the same when you're in the hospital, you're finally asleep and then the nurse wakes you up. Wake up, I got to give you your sleeping pill. Yeah? Or waking up your baby when it's soundly sleeping because it's the time that you nurse it and you wake it up. No. When the child is hungry, it wakes up itself and it cries. Very simple. So when you're feeling that hunger, pang, hungry, have a glass of water first. I usually have a glass of water, then I walk around the room for 5 minutes. If I'm still hungry, I have a little snack. Usually around 11:30, I have a little snack. Go on for another hour, and then I make myself lunch. Very simple. But to get back to the water, you need to drink that 2.5 to 3 quarts of water a day. And it's not always easy, but you can do it. Because you need to flush out all the toxins. Your body is changing. You are changing. Your eating habits are different. So it needs to flush it out, flush it out, flush it out, flush it out. Just obey the rules. What I do, since I work from home, I have my alarm set every 2 hours. I walk around the house for 5 minutes and I take a big glass of water. Between 10 to 4 a.m. I walk every 2 hours. I start with 3 glasses of water in the morning. I get up, 1, then I do my exercises for half an hour, 2 more glasses of water with minerals in it. And before I go to bed, about an hour before I go to bed, I have another 1 to 2 glasses of water. So you don't want to dehydrate yourself. It's not helping in your process of dropping weight. So this is it for today. Tomorrow I will give you some more pointers. You know the disclaimer, this was all taught to me by my loving mentors. If you like it, press the like button, pass it on to those you think can benefit from my content. If you haven't subscribed, press the subscribe. And if you don't like my videos, that's okay as well. I appreciate you anyway. So tomorrow we'll continue on our quest of dropping the weight. Thank you.